Hello, Captains, and welcome to another exciting episode in the Delta Quadrant. So today we will be doing taking care of enemies and takedown.
Our alliance is going to need more help if we want to succeed against the Vaadwaur. We'll need to make pacts with other species in the quadrant, and not everyone is going to see this our way. That's where you come in. Go out there and show them the value of cooperation.
Very well. So we're right here. So we'll just take the gateway.
Have reported a high incidence of raiders and piracy here. Their vessels are under Voth protection. Any acts of aggression toward them will be dealt with harshly.
We have no quarrel with the Touré.
Good. Be advised that there are Touré fighters inbound for trade relations with the hierarchy. Our escort vessels will be matching your position soon. Interference with Touré commerce will not be tolerated.
What's the hierarchy interest here?
Let me step in and answer that. Director Flynn, Economic Projects Management. The system is a hub for profitable trade with many partners. Unfortunately, profit attracts criminals. Security measures are being enacted to restore law and order to the system. Until those go into effect, the hierarchy is grateful for your assistance with those, concerns. We have several trading partners, including the Talaxians, the Hazari, and the Touré. Some of them have signed contracts with independent security providers, such as the Voth. A wise choice, perhaps, if not a costly one.
We'll support the Delta Alliance, and will assist in dealing with raiders and pirates.
I see our escort has arrived, and you as well.
Oh no! More raiders! Help! Help!
completes our run. We'll wait for our trade contact here.
Much obliged for the escort. Raiders inbound. All right, time to get underway. Initiating transport now.
Speaking for myself and all of my crew, I'd like to say that we appreciate the escort.
Not a problem.
Uh-oh, multiple hostiles on sensors. And here we are, safe and sound. We'll start unloading now.
Raiding another group of raiders inbound to the trade facility. Ready to intercept.
Excellent work. We've received all 3 shipments of supplies, intact and on schedule. Unfortunately, this was a limited time project. For now, our partnership must come to an end. With my compliments to you and your crew.
Thank you, Director. We're interested in future projects with the hierarchy.
We're about to plan an attack on the Vaadwaur homeworld. We need a battle commander, and I believe you're the best candidate for the job. Meet with Admiral Tuvok and myself at the Denolan Dyson Sphere to go over strategy.
Very well, Admiral.
There's something interesting I'd like you...
We've arrived in Denolan Dyson Sphere system, Admiral. Our orders are for you to beam down to the surface for the conference about to take place. Acknowledged. Ready to beam down? Yes, I am. Now, Jamie wants to speak with you before the briefing starts. Very well.
Admiral Tuvok will be giving a presentation soon. Until then, I'd like you to speak with our allies and see what they're bringing to the table.
Any tactical updates I should be aware of, Admiral Tuvok?
The Vaadwaur are anticipating an attack of some kind, and we know they are monitoring our ship movements closely. Therefore, I suggest we adapt the tactics of our enemies to our own use. As a diversion, I have dispatched Alliance ships to the Cartella system to engage the Vaadwaur forces there. If they are successful, by the time the Vaadwaur realize what is happening, we will have already secured Vaadwaur Prime. The Vaadwaur believe the other species of this quadrant are too weak to challenge them. We will use that misconception to our advantage by using our Delta Quadrant allies to assault Vaadwaur Prime itself.
Understood.
Admiral Tuvok will be giving a presentation soon.
Thank you, Admiral. I'll talk to them.
The Cooperative asked me to inform you that they appreciate your assistance, and are prepared to provide what assistance they can in the final battle against the Vaadwaur.
I know the cooperative numbers are few. What do they offer?
The Cooperative's main weapon is adapted Borg technology. Cooperative vessels can confuse the systems of opposing ships and cause them to fire on friendly targets. This tactic is most effective in mixed groups of ships, where the Cooperative can turn the larger vessels against the smaller ones.
Thank you, Seven.
The Cooperative appreciates your partnership, and we are eager to end the Vaadwaur threat to our quadrant. Our technological capabilities are at your disposal.
We appreciate your assistance in this matter.
I'm not sure I completely trust the Kazon after our experience with Maj Sesson, but they say they'll fight for us today. Maybe you'll have better luck reaching a consensus with them than I did.
What will the Kazon provide?
The Kazon have a large number of ships and fight without fear. However, their lack of organization makes slotting them into precise battle formations problematic. They'll go to war with you, but they may not follow every order.
Thank you, Captain.
The Kazon are eager for battle. Our enemies will fall today. All of them.
I look forward to fighting by your side.
Good to see you again. Through my excellent diplomatic skills and some assistance from Admiral Tuvok, I have managed to convince the Hierarchy Board of Directors that assisting us in this battle and ensuring the end of the Vaadwaur will improve their long-term profits. The Hierarchy are experts at surveillance and espionage. If the Vaadwaur try any tricks, the Hierarchy would be the ones we should send to subvert them.
Thank you, Doctor.
Greetings. The Hierarchy is anticipating a profitable transaction under your guidance. Our surveillance and tactical capabilities are at your disposal.
We anticipate a mutually beneficial arrangement.
We have a firm contract with the Hazari. It would bring them great dishonor to fail to complete it, so I expect that we'll have their full support in this battle.
What would they do for us?
The Hazari ships usually fight in pairs. One ship hangs back and provides shield support for the other. This gives them excellent defensive capabilities, but it comes at a cost. Their firepower isn't quite as strong as it would be if they weren't so dedicated to protection.
Thank you, Neelix.
Greetings. The Hazari will uphold our end of the contract, to the letter. And we expect you to do the same. We specialize in defense, and our ships are at your disposal.
Thank you. We appreciate your acceptance of this contract.
The presentation will begin momentarily. Perhaps you would be willing to check in with the representatives of our other allies. We invited Eldex's people and the Hirogen, but neither group chose to send a representative.
Understood. I'll talk with the representatives.
Greetings. The Benthan Guard is honored to join you in the fight against the Vaadwaur. We dedicate our lives to promoting law and order throughout the Delta Quadrant. Finding someone else with the same ideals is unusual, but most gratifying.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated.
It's an honor to meet you again. I am eternally grateful for your assistance on my world. By joining you in this fight, perhaps I can begin to repay a small portion of the life debt my people owe you.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated.
Hello again. You've done so much to help us. It's only right that we help you this time.
Thank you, Calyx. The Alliance appreciates your support.
Greetings. Aiding you against the Vaadwaur was a difficult decision for our people. We do not wish to ally with you, but we understand that ending Gaul's reign of terror is more important than our discomfort.
The support of your people is greatly appreciated.
If you are ready, I will begin the presentation.
Go ahead, Admiral.
The bulk of the Vaadwaur fleet has pulled back to Vaadwaur Prime. We expect to face the final might of the Vaadwaur, including Gaul's flagship. Our battle there will have 5 fronts, each progressively closer to the planet. Our rendezvous point will be here, where the mineral content of the moon will help to hide our ships. The Tuareg will secure the subspace tunnels in this area, while the Kabali will help the wounded.
The Admiral has already given us our assignment. Our forces will assault the other side of the planet to secure the area against a possible retreat. Our Talaxian friends will be in charge of transporting prisoners of war.
To give us the best possible chance of success, our battle commander will be able to call in one wing of our allies at each of the first 4 fronts. Each wing of allies has different tactical advantages. The cooperative can confuse enemies. The Kazon have many ships and fight without fear. The Hierarchy have unparalleled espionage and surveillance abilities and should be difficult to take by surprise. Azari vessels fight in pairs, with one ship reinforcing the other's shields. This battle will be difficult, but we must prevail. fleet is ready to begin the assault. I will remain behind to coordinate their movements, while you will be commanding the battle from the field. We have 4 wings of allies at our disposal to help you break through the Vaadwaur lines. I recommend deploying 1 wing in each area. Are you ready to begin?
I'm ready.
The Vaadwaur have sent out several large frigate scout forces. Which wing of allies do you want to assist you?
What is your advice?
We are facing a large number of rather weak vessels. We need the
I'll pick the
Vaadwaur have
Hazari.
sent out. That is an acceptable choice. The defensive power of the Hazari ships should be enough to deal with the frigates.
We shall see.
That went well. What do you want me to do now?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next.
The Teray fleet has secured the subspace tunnels. The Vaadwaur will not be able to use them to attack or to retreat.
Excellent.
We shall establish a medical flotilla and secure the area. Vessels of the fleet can transport any wounded, including Vaadwaur, to our ships for treatment.
Make sure you treat our people first. Are you ready to proceed to Bravo Front? Yes, I am.
The Vaadwaur have set up a cruiser picket line in this area. Which ally do you want to advance?
Send in Harry Kim with Kazon.
That is an acceptable choice. The Kazon ships should have sufficient numbers to challenge the Vaadwaur.
I'm glad you find my selection of Kazon satisfactory.
Something's not right here. The Kazon are in the wrong position, and they aren't responding to my hails.
Evelyn Sevilla, what's your take? Sensors indicate the Kazon are moving into position with the Vaadwaur. On screen. Admiral, some of the ships appear to be Nistrum. We're being hailed at Sesson. Sesson, I should have known. On screen. Fools, do you really think I will assist you in your folly? My mother's murderer will be avenged at last. Janeway didn't murder your mother, Sesson. Seska brought her death upon herself. I have closed the channel, Admiral. We're being hailed by the Rhode Island. On screen.
I was worried they might double-cross us, but I never thought they would be so blatant. But come to think of it, They did say some pretty suspicious things during the briefing. Fortunately, Admiral Tuvok and I have a backup plan. Sesson has been encroaching on Hirogen territory for some time. They'll join us in battle for a chance to collect his ship as a trophy.
Excellent work, Captain Kim. Admiral, we must disable satellite network to prevent Vodwire from receiving surveillance data. We might allow them to make a counterattack. First, we need to override the security measures on one of the satellites. Then we can transmit a virus that will shut down the entire network. Understood. Set course for the satellites.
First wave of Vodwar defenders, and we are entering position for our next offensive. Resistance has been heavier than expected, but our ships have so far proved equal to the task.
Excellent work, Captain. Keep me apprised of your situation.
Please remember to direct any wounded or prisoners of war to our flotilla at Alpha Front.
Acknowledged.
This area is secure. What are your orders?
Remain here with the Hirogen and coordinate the cleanup efforts. Are you ready to proceed to Charlie Front? Yes, I am.
The Vodwar have constructed a defensive line of battleships supported by frigates. Which wing of allies would you like to help you?
Set in 7 with the Cooperative.
An excellent strategy. The technology of the Cooperative may be able to cause the larger ships to attack the smaller ones. Certainly the cooperative coordination and discipline will be more than a match for the tactical abilities of the Vodwar.
I have great faith in the Cooperative.
Cooperative ships are performing at peak efficiency.
We must secure the orbital platforms here. We cannot afford to have our rear flank exposed. Set a course for orbital platforms. Orbital platforms secured, Admiral. Hail to the Talaxians.
We are ready to begin transporting prisoners of war from the orbital platforms at your command.
We have secured the platforms. Please proceed with the transportation.
The Vaadwaur forces in this area have been defeated. What are your orders?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next. Are you ready to proceed to Delta Front? Yes, I am.
The Vaadwaur have constructed a defensive line of battleships. However, knowing the Vaadwaur, they might be planning a surprise attack. Who do you want to assist you?
Send in the Doctor with the hierarchy.
A wise choice. The espionage and surveillance capabilities of the hierarchy should help us prepare for any surprises the Vaadwaur might have in store.
My thoughts exactly, Admiral. I have great confidence in the hierarchy. Admiral, we must disable the orbital repair platforms in this area. The Vaadwaur could repair their ships and allow them to re-enter the conflict. The platforms are networked together so we can access the recognition protocol subroutines, and any single platform would change and the change should propagate to the other platforms. Good idea, set a course for the platforms. Bentons are hailing us again, Admiral. On screen. Sir, we're breaking through the ranks of the Vaadwaur defenders. They are falling back, but we have them contained. We anticipate being able to rendezvous with you at Echo Front shortly. Excellent work, Captain.
The Vaadwaur forces are defeated, as I knew they would be. What are your orders?
Hold this area while we proceed to the next. Are you ready to proceed to Echo Front? Yes, I am.
We have broken through to their final line of defense, their command ships. However, in doing so, we have exhausted our supply of allies, and the Vaadwaur dreadnoughts are formidable. This will be a difficult fight.
We have to press on, even if it's alone.
Not quite alone. The Hirogen have matters well in hand, so the Rhode Island is at your disposal.
Glad to have you, Captain.
I have temporarily taken command of a cooperative vessel. You will not fight alone.
Wonderful 7, we could use the help.
The hierarchy also agreed to send a single ship to assist in the final assault. Under the command of yours truly, of course. I'm finally getting to use my emergency command subroutine. But you would not believe the amount of paperwork I had to fill out.
Fantastic, Doctor.
Last but not least, the Hazari managed to spare a ship and put it under my command. Captain Neelix.
Indeed, Neelix, thank you.
I have been impressed with the show of support from our allies. However, my tactical analysis indicates that our forces are inferior to the Vaadwaur.
We have to fight. We're being hailed by the VSW war zone on screen. How sad, I had hoped you put up more of a fight.
The Vaadwaur are relentless.
Sorry to disappoint you.
The probability of our survival is slim.
Commander Eldex has arrived.
Sir, we've arrived to help secure the area.
Excellent, I am needed on the surface. Admiral Gall appears to escape to the surface in an escape pod. Let's beam down. Gall landed somewhere in this area. He must have gone into those tunnels. Let's follow him then. This drop pod landed a few moments ago. Gall can't be far away. Okay, Marshall, where are you?
Welcome, my friends. You should have joined me when you had the chance. Your persistence is a credit to your race. But it is time for this sad story to end. Your blood will drench the sands of our blasted home.
It's over, Gaul. Surrender now and save the lives of your remaining soldiers.
Congratulations. You have earned the right to die on the hallowed soil of Vaudois Pride. Although you are clearly not the brightest aliens in the universe, your bravery is admirable. And I do respect Starfleet for ending my people's long twilight. Surrender now, and I give you my word I will spare your people. You and the other leaders will need to be executed, of course. But that is only to maintain order. Personally, I bear you no ill will.
A generous offer, but I must decline.
That's twice you've refused my generosity. I should be insulted, but your pitiful blindness makes it difficult.
I only feel contempt for your delusions.
The Vaudois controlled this quadrant once, and our new allies have only made us stronger. Is that the best you've got?
Now's your chance! Defeat Gaul!
He does not have it. And I don't think he will.
What? That's impossible!
And he runs away like a little bitch.
The Vadwar Empire will never fall, and you will not even be a footnote in our glorious history. Time after time we rise from the ashes, and we are stronger for doing so.
Your logic is flawed, Gaul. You are already defeated. The evil I mistakenly unleashed on the galaxy ends at last.
My people and the galaxy must believe the parasites were behind his madness.
The remaining Vadwar have surrendered. What is your current situation?
We are in Gaul's command center, Admiral. Gaul is dead.
Were you able to determine why he returned to the surface? It was a tactical error. Even if underspace was closed to him, Gaul would have had more opportunities to escape if he had remained in his ship.
Not yet. Join me, we can investigate.
Certainly. May I recommend Seven, Captain Kim, the Doctor, and Neelix join us as well. Their insight may be valuable.
Absolutely. Would you contact them for me?